What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another live Pendergast podcast, and I got a special one for you today. Before we get into it, this episode is sponsored by Next Level Financial. Take control of your financial future. Get your complimentary financial analysis today through Seth Starnes. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an absolute honor, and I finally caught her and got her to sit down with me in the hot seat. It's been a long time coming. Tori Karns, welcome to the pod.
Oh, great to have me.
it,
How,
is, it is great to have you.
how are you doing?
I'm doing great. As you guys know, I'm here at VIR hanging out. With all my friends during the Azure race weekend. My buddy Mario Ferrone's birthday is today, so happy birthday, Mario. I'm here living it up, having fun. So I see you're at the shop today.
Yeah, I worked today.
You
I had to clock out early.
Your dad made you clock. I know Jason was like, you got to clock out for this.
Yeah. It's okay though. I've worked all
Right?
summer, so I got time.
Absolutely, you do. Well, listen, Tori, we got a lot to talk about. Let's just jump into it. Where did it all begin with you, your journey on two wheels?
Well, obviously, I basically grew up at the shop. My dad started in 2000, so it's been last weekend was our 25th anniversary of the shop being open. So I was born 2007, so I got immediately started jumping into working here and like helping out and like being around motorcycles and whatever. And then when I was 4, my dad put me on a 4-wheeler and I rolled it and like messed up my hand. So my mom was like, "No more 4-wheeler. You can't. That's too dangerous. No, no, no." And then after my hand healed, like 4 weeks later, I was on a dirt bike, like immediately. So it wasn't a 4-wheeler this time, so we weren't going against her rules. It was a dirt bike. I think it was an SSR 110 I started on because I was tall at that age. I've always been tall. So I went from that, just driving around the yard. And then when I was 10, he was like, "Hey, gonna start doing it." I found this place. It's called Mini Moto. And actually, Michaela Moore introduced it to us. Michaela Moore and William, they introduced it to us. And they were like, "Hey, you guys should come. It's a fun time." So we went, and I won my first race ever. That I ever been on a mini kart track. That I ever been on a track in general. I won it. And then we started doing that for a few years. And then when I was 13, 14, my dad was like, "Hey, I found this R3 Facebook Marketplace or an auction site. Do you want to try like a big track?" I was like, "Yeah, let's go." So we went to Shenandoah, Summit Main Circuit, and I rode on the track for the first time. And then from there, it just kind of went higher in CC. I went from a 300 to a 400 within the same year. And then I stayed on the 400 for a while, and then I dabbled with the 600 for 2 days or something. Then I got bumped to the 800 this year.
How you
So
like
we've
the
been
800?
riding. I like it. It's very smooth. It's not as jolty as the 600, and it's not as heavy as the 600. So it's like that perfect happy medium.
I love it. I love it. So obviously, you got into club racing.
Yeah, I got come in club racing last year. It was my first year.
How
But
did your first year?
I got third in 2 national championships. So it wasn't too hateful. I wish I would have won, but can't always ask for it all.
There's always next year.
Yeah. Well, this year got off to a rough start. I hurt my shoulder at Pittsburgh. They said I may have partially torn my labrum, which is like partial part of your rotator cuff ish. So they were like, I wouldn't race for a little while. And I've been doing physical therapy for 2 times a week for the past like 4 or 5 weeks. And they cleared me to go ride. So when we're out in California this summer, I'll be doing some track days
At the Ridge.
at the Ridge and I think Laguna.
Wow,
I think I'm
Laguna.
doing one at each track.
That's awesome. I've been in Laguna Seca in 2005 when MotoGP first come back. It's such a beautiful track. Um, you always hear stories of the corkscrew, which is absolutely amazing. You don't realize how
Yeah.
steep it is, right? Until you
Yeah.
get there and you walk up that hill 3 or 4 times. You're like, I ain't going back up that hill. Um,
Yeah.
to me, turn one's the best corner at Laguna Seca because your fifth gear tap, wide open, bank to the left. You can't even see over the corner, right? So you got to know where you are. Yeah, that corner to me is what separates the boys from the men, right, and the ladies from
Yeah.
for sure. Um,
I'm
never been to
excited to
the.
walk it.
Have you walked it?
Mm-mm. I like walking the tracks. Every time we go to a Momac race, as a race, I'm walking it. I love walking tracks because you
I do
pick
too.
up on things that you don't see. Like, oh, there's a bump there. I should definitely not try and pass someone right there because there's a giant divot. So, I don't know. I like walking tracks. You see what you don't see.
100%. Track knowledge is key.
Yeah.
Know? And then the Ridge, I've never been to the Ridge. Obviously, I watch it on TV. It's a track that I always wanted to go to. It's an amazing track. Um, I love the layout. I think it's one of the best tracks we have, really, in our series. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see Karns' performance go out there and bring home some trophies.
Yeah, hopefully. It'll be great. I think we got a pretty good setup. We found out some suspension stuff at Pittsburgh the other weekend. Like, because Levy went out on Elise's bike for that endurance. And he was like, oh, I really like the suspension on this. And we're like, but you hated it at Homestead. Like, you wouldn't ride it at Homestead. So now we're like, maybe the lighter the suspension is, the better. So we've been going back and forth on suspension stuff pretty much since we got back from Pittsburgh. And now we think we got a little bit dialed more than we did before.
Yeah, and you guys are running the Maxton, if I'm not mistaken, Nitron.
Nitron.
Yeah, Nitron.
Nitron
That's
and Adriani.
yeah, that's a beautiful shock.
Oh, I love the turquoise. It's so
I do
pretty.
too. It looks so good. It's such a good
Even
looking.
if there's not any turquoise on the bike at all, it's just that pop of color. It hits. It's great.
It does. I mean, it complements your guys' bikes anyway with the color
Oh
scheme.
yeah, the blues always match.
Absolutely, it does. So, you going from club racing. What kind of training do you do now, and did you do growing up to prepare yourself for getting out there on the track?
So I don't work out. I don't go on runs. I don't bike. I just kind of do my school gym class, and that's my workout for the week or whatever. But no, I'm always here, so like I'm always lifting. I'm doing physical stuff even if I'm not purposely working out. Like gym class in school, but that's not really workout. But like here, lifting engines, working with my dad, like lifting boxes, always something that I'm doing.
And I'm sure you're learning a lot about motorcycles and maintenance,
Oh yeah,
obviously because of your dad. So
yeah. I mean, every time I'm here, I'm learning something new, pretty much. And
it's great
if I'm not
knowledge.
learning something new, then I'm teaching someone something new.
That's what it's about. I love it. And yeah, so big shout out to Carnes Performance. You guys know I give him a shout out every podcast. So I went down there and bought my son's SSR 110.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the day you came, I wasn't here. The one day I wasn't here, you
I
came.
know, I know.
Oh,
And I
it's so
even told
sad.
you, I'm like, hey, I'm coming on this day. So
I think
that's
I
the first
had
thing I
I think I had an off-roading event at Happy Ramblers. I do some motocross there sometimes.
nice. I like motocross.
Yeah, it's a little sketchy.
It is. I find myself getting hurt the most riding motocross for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's the most physical demanding sport ever.
It is. It is.
It's,
Have,
it's a workout.
110%. Have you done any flat track?
Yeah, kind of. My dad, for my birthday, he took me to the Texas Tornado Boot Camp in Texas, the flat track. That was so much fun. It was 4 day or 3 days, and like I've never done flat track before ever. Like I hate the bike moving underneath me. I hate it. And then went there, and I was like, they do. I forget what they're called. Superman sprints. It's one lap, and you have to do your fastest lap. And I was like third pretty much every day, third, second, pretty much every day. And I was like, I'm pretty good at this. And I'm texting Alessandra. I'm like, hey, because I knew he was there the Halloween weekend. I'm like, hey, I did this time. He goes, I did it on my first lap. And I was like, come on, man. This is my sister. She can't hear you. She's running. That's
Hello.
Carly. He said
What's
hi.
going
And now, and now she's running away.
on? Don't run away. Don't be camera shy. That's hilarious.
No, I don't think she feels well. She's leaving.
Oh, well, I hope she feels better.
She'll be fine.
I remember me and you and Lit Logan hanging out at Daytona at the flat track race, and that was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that was fun. I like watching flat track. I was supposed to go tonight. They have a sprint car race here. It's called Williams Grove. It's really local to me. But they always cancel when it rains and it's supposed to get thunderstorms, so they canceled. Which kind of
Boo!
sucks. I know. But
Boo!
It's clay based, so as soon as that water hits it, it's game over.
Oh, 100%. It turns into nothing but a big soup mess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
not fun at all.
yeah, we sponsor a kid that does legends. He's right there actually. His name's Connor Fetro.
Nice.
So I'm hoping I once I get back from California, I can go watch him race. Because honestly, I didn't even know we sponsored him until like 3 or 4 months ago.
It's
Apparently, we've been
hilarious.
doing it for years.
Um, do you plan on getting into Moto America, or are you just gonna stay at the club level?
My plan was this year if until they canceled out Junior Cup to go into Junior Cup because I was watching the times at Jersey and I was like 2 seconds qualifying. Like I was 2 seconds over the qualifying time. And I was like, well, I could have done it. I could have done it. And then as soon as we got the word that they were like switching it, we are like debating if we should. If they didn't cancel it, then we should keep the bike. But if they're going to cancel it, then we should sell it as soon as possible because once all those 400s go on sale, ours will be worth basically nothing. So we talked to my teammate at the time, Alex Zumblum, and he rode my bike for an endurance. He's like, "Oh, I really like this bike." So we were like, "You want to buy it?" He said, "Yeah." So that he bought our bike and all our spares. So the plan was to go into Junior Cup, and now the plan is, I think, maybe hooligans,
I
maybe.
love I love the Super Hooligan class. What an amazing class that is.
Yeah, I have Andrew Way. He's running it, and I love watching him doing it. He's such a he's. I'm not gonna be rude right now, but he's so tiny that it's funny to watch him how quickly he can bounce on sides of bikes. Like I don't know how he does it. Like at Daytona, I
Yeah,
watched him leave the pits, and he's like literally like hanging off the bike like this, trying to get up onto it. I was like, "You go, Andrew, get it."
let's go. Yeah, dude. Yeah, he's Andrew's super fast too.
Yeah, he's
Um,
really nice. We hung out a lot. We used to do a lot of video games together, like a
did you
lot.
really?
Yeah, we used to play a lot. Me, Yandel, Jesse James from California.
Yeah.
We all used to play a lot of video games together.
What what games you guys play?
Fortnite. It's a lot of Fortnite. Well, I think because they're better at the shooting games, but their favorite thing to do was put me in a little like the 1v1 games and then kill me first. That was their favorite thing to do.
I hear my son and his boys always stand on that video. I like to play. I just don't get a chance to play a whole lot. When I do, I play Rod 5 or Rod 4.
Yeah, I think we have those. I have a steering wheel, so I play like the F1 22 game, like 2022. I like playing that. That's pretty fun. And then if it's working right, I can get like my friends to join on and we can all race each other.
It makes it more fun, you know.
Yeah, it's always fun whenever you're with other people.
It is talking trash. Yeah, it's
Yeah, it gets competitive.
absolutely it does. I don't have a steering wheel. All my friends they do. They want me to get it set up, but again, it's money, right? Yeah, yeah. So I hope to see you in Moto America next year, kicking butt in the Super Hooligan class. What bike would you get for the Super Hooligan class?
So that's up for debate right now. We're debating on either doing the 800 and dimming it down or finding a CF Moto. So we're talking to CF Moto all this year about like if they want to cooperate, if they want to like do a little collab with Karns and like work out some kinks in the other bikes. But they just dropped a 675, 675, and I just rode it on the road for the second time. It's a nice bike. It doesn't have the oomph that like a regular like track bike needs, but we haven't done any engine work on it yet either. So I'm wondering if that can help with the wow factor.
I'm sure. I'm sure it could, and whatever the rules will allow, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. I'm a huge fan of Super Hooligans. I think it was an ingenious idea. It's a good platform to get people into racing, especially at the Moto America level. You know, to me, it's kind of like the 600 Super Sport class because you got so many different variations of sizes of motorcycles. Man, I would hate to be the guy making all the rules for that class,
yeah. I mean,
right?
we didn't even since this is our first year doing twins, we weren't even like aware of like all the like the technical rules. So at Daytona, they're like, oh, you can't have carbon fiber on the gas tank. So we had to take off our TST like tank extenders because they were carbon fiber. We were just like, it was like these little things that like we weren't aware of, but we kept having to fix. And now we're settled. We got TSC made ones out of, I think they made them out of like bodywork material. They made tank extenders out of them. They took the same like design and just not carbon fiber this time, so they can still use them. So I know Isaac liked it. And I think Levy liked it.
Yeah, I ran into Isaac at Road Atlanta for the Cycle Jam race.
Yeah.
Yep, seen him and Curtis, Bart from TSC.
Yeah.
They try to get me to come down to Florida. They're like, yeah, just drive another 6 hours. I really wanted to too, but
Yeah.
I just
I mean,
couldn't make it happen.
we just had all our riders here for our open house. So Levy and Elisa drove down from New York, and Isaac flew in from Florida. And Isaac was here for an extra day, so we took him to Hershey Park with my cousins and me. So he got to see the local Pennsylvania.
He
It was
liked it,
definitely
didn't
fun.
he? Yeah.
Yeah, he's a roller coaster person. He had a great time.
I've never been to Hershey. When I come down there and picked up that dirt bike from Karns Performance, another plug in Pennsylvania, best dealership if you live in Pennsylvania. Don't go nowhere else but Karns Performance. I
Yeah,
ended up I ended up staying with my buddy Mark Sherman from CFE. He lives, I want to say, 30 minutes away from you guys in Pennsylvania,
yeah.
and we went out to eat at this one restaurant. Oh my God, it was so good. I like Pennsylvania. It was my first time really like actually hanging out there for a night. So
Yeah, it's kind of, if you're here for a long time, it's kind of boring-ish. Like, you have to drive a certain amount to go somewhere fun, and it costs this much money. Like, you can't really just go anywhere and sit.
yeah,
It's
I
weird.
mean Virginia's like that, right? We don't have a whole lot, and everywhere you got to pretty much drive to get to, which is fine. But yeah, yeah, I feel you on that. So as far as this season going, when you plan on going back out and getting more trophies?
uh, the plan was at the beginning of the year to snag a championship, and then I hurt my shoulder, and then it was like that goal was slowly like fading. But now I want a championship on something. So we're gonna obviously go to California, race in California, and when we get back, try and go to Jersey, which I really like. I hated Jersey when I first tried it, but Jersey now I like Jersey. But
I love
hopefully
Jersey.
get some podiums there, and then obviously we'll go to Daytona in October. So that's where I really need to drop the ball and get moving because that's where I snag championships. Where I snag championships out from under people. That's so
Listen,
sad the way they do that.
it is. But you know what, Tori, you got this. You're super fast. You got a great head on your shoulders. You got a great attitude. You will make it far in this sport. You have the talent, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. You know, I said
Oh, y'all, what happened? What just happened? I hope you know. Oh, I hope you know I can't see or hear. Oh, so this is my personal time, I guess. I don't know how to keep people entertained. Um, I think his Wi-Fi or his connection dipped out. I forget what we were even talking about. Or it's like the Mayday button. Y'all think I should just dip? I probably shouldn't just dip. I'm just gonna wait this out. His Wi-Fi dropped. I don't know what to do, Seth. I don't know what to do. His Wi-Fi dropped. Don't say that. Oh, Lord. Oh, oh. Hi.
All
Hi.
right, I'm back.
I was like, I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like all of a sudden it just like kicked me out the studio. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, that was weird.
That was absolutely weird.
Well, you got
Oh,
like 2 minutes of me questioning what I'm supposed to do.
dude, you're good. You just sit still. I'll edit that out. Yeah, it was
Okay.
weird. It was like all of a sudden I just like lost connection. I don't know.
Yeah, that was weird. You like glitched and then you were gone.
Yeah, I had my buddy Luke Hutchison leave a comment too that I was getting ready to come up here. But Luke, I seen your comment, mate. So my buddy Luke, he's all the way out there from the UK. From what I remember from his what he had just said was he's glad to see there's ladies in the sport too, and go out there and go kick some butt, Tori.
Yeah, I'm
And
so
then
glad. I like. There's not a ton of females, but like along the way throughout the races, I met a decent amount. We got. Sorry, my coworker made a weird face. Uh, we got like Elisa. We got Kaylee Yakov, obviously. Cora, she does a lot of endurance. You know Cora, right? I don't know her last name. I know she's paralyzed, but like
Cora
she's a
Leonard,
great spirit.
Cora
Yeah,
Leonard, yeah, she is absolutely an amazing human being.
yeah,
Yeah,
she's great.
yeah.
I heard she's
You know,
getting like feeling back in her toes.
she is.
Yeah, that's really
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I'm proud of Cora and everything she achieves for sure. She's, everybody knows I'm a big, huge fan of women being in the sport. I get a lot of flack from, individuals that don't think the same as I think. And my response to all that is, and I'm gonna say it again, is motorcycles have no gender. Racing in general has no gender, right? Everybody can do it. So yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
and I
if
think
they're against like women racing, then they're just scared to lose to a girl. That's all that says.
that's exactly what it is, Tori.
That's it.
Exactly.
They're scared that a girl's gonna come
110%.
into their domain and take over.
Well, that's exactly what you're doing. You're getting ready to come in the domain and take over, right? So
Yeah,
let's go. I got do you know Paul McKee? He's a good buddy of mine. He
I
says
don't think so.
he
Oh,
says
I got the comment.
explain the championships out from under someone.
Oh, so like how Azure runs is that you go to different races and you get points for the championship, and at the end of the year, all the championships can be all those points can be wiped away at Daytona. Like you know what I mean? Like you could win the race at Daytona and then you're technically the champion. So
Yeah.
like someone could like Levy did it by accident. He went out on my 450 and he's just wanted to ride. It was his first time like Azra and he won the race because it's Levy Batty and he like took a championship out from under someone. I don't know. That's a weird way to run it though.
Yeah, I was always confused with that. Um,
Yeah. I mean,
I'm, sh-
that's the way
I'm
that
sh-
someone. That's the way it was explained to me. So I was like,
yeah,
oh, I got third, but like then I didn't like. I don't know. It was weird. I
it
just
is
got the
weird.
plates.
She said, "I just got the trophies. That's all I know." Oh man, so how do you when you're out there competing, being a competitor at the track? How do you separate the two from being the racer and being friends with people in the paddock at the same time?
Uh, I mean, I'm a generous person on the track and off. So like I have a lot of friends, like a lot. So I walk by, oh hey McKellers, hey Jaden, or we're going through. We hang out and on the track, they're still waving at me, and I'm in the back. So people in the back with me, I don't know them. They're just there. So I just do my best, and if they pass me, sometimes I forget what I think it was at Jersey. Ryan Wolf passed me during a race, and he still took the time and waved at me. I was like, hey, there you go. Look at you go. But I'm in the back. I don't see a lot of my friends unless they're laughing at me.
Oh, I love it. I love our beautiful circus. It's an amazing place.
Yeah.
For sure, for sure. So, how do Tori? Tell me, how do you mentally prepare for battle? That's what I always called before you got on the track. Do
Oh,
you
jeez.
did you have a certain routine you do, like left boot on before my right boot, yada yada yada?
No, I mean, before I get even on the bike, I'm listening to music. Like both AirPods in my like shell by myself, just listen to music, just trying to like get out of my head, but also into it. You know what I mean? It's weird, but I listen to music, and when I get on my bike, I always tap. I have a pterodactyl sticker on the side of my head. I usually tap that 3 times, and then we're ready to race. It's weird,
Right.
but I like my pterodactyl.
I like it. So, you're into dinosaurs?
No, my sister is. My sister calls
Oh,
me Tori Pterodactyl because whenever I was a kid, I used to scream around the house like a pterodactyl. So she gave me a
so
pterodactyl sticker. It's on my helmet I crashed at Daytona, but it's literally just a little pterodactyl on my shield. I just tap it 3 times.
so your nickname is Tori Pterodactyl Karns. I like it.
I have a lot. I also people call me Tornado. My when I was in probably elementary school, I did basketball. I used to be a really fast runner. So my basketball coach at the time, which is now my principal, he called me Tori Tornado because I ran as fast as a tornado,
I
and
love
that
it.
kind of stuck.
I
So now
love
it's
it.
just there.
Um, do are you in any other sports?
I used to do volleyball, and then after I broke my collarbone, I couldn't like walk as well. My arms were slower, so I stopped doing that 2 years ago. But I used to not be too terrible at it.
How, when you show up to a new track, Tori, how do you learn the track? Besides obviously showing up, doing the track walk, do you watch YouTube
Yeah.
videos, play Ride 5 to learn the track, or 4? Or
My coach or my old coach AJGP coaching. He showed me this like he gave me these packets and it had the track map and then notes for each session and notes for the track itself. And I usually sit down if I'm in school. I do it in one of my study halls. I watch like 5 or 6 videos of the track, not Moto America videos because I don't like how they like panel. I like GoPro videos so you can actually see where you should be on the track and the line. And first, I draw out the line that you should be on, and then I go through and slow down each section and nitpick things where you should be, what you should be doing, what gear you should be in. I'm a very nitpick person. Like I think one of my binders is completely filled up with just track information, and then if I go to that track again later on in the year, I can go back and look through what I wrote down.
I like it. It's, again, taking notes, track knowledge, it all helps. And then when you show up and you actually walk the track, it makes more sense.
Yeah,
And then, like you said at the beginning, you pick out little things. Oh, there's a bump here. There's that there. I got to stay on the inside of the curb here. Yada, yada, yada. Yeah, for sure. So, when's your next race?
next race is when we're back in California. We still have to plan it, but depending on how California goes, then we'll see what races are coming up. But I hope one of them is Jersey. I want one of them to be Jersey. And
Obviously, go ahead.
was it maybe Summit? I haven't been to Summit at all this year, but Summit upped their prices, so we were backed out of it.
Yeah,
We
I
don't
think,
know what's going on.
yeah, a lot of people are upping the prices.
Yeah,
It's
it really
cost of living.
sucks.
It does.
Well, everything's going up, but
It is. Everything but the pay at work.
yeah, no one said motorcycles were cheap.
Yeah, that's a fact. So let me ask you this, Tori. What are your goals in racing? Like what do you set out to achieve? What do you want to achieve?
I think I want my pro license. That's one thing that I wanted to do this year, so that way next year I could ride in hooligans, because you need to have your pro license for any Moto America. But I think I want to get race one Moto America race at least, and then I'll have my due, and then I can keep going around with the team and watching others succeed.
So, who's faster at the track, you or your dad?
It depends what track. I think on the 400 and him on a 800, his stock 800. Got to be stock, because his 800 isn't stock no matter what he tells you. His personal one is not stock. But I think 2 years ago I was faster than him at Jennings by a couple seconds.
Do
That
you
was
ever
when I was
brag to him
being.
and be like, I can beat you, Dad?
Oh yeah, 100%. We used to have like little competitions. I was like, hey, I went this much faster than you this time, and then he would go out and try to beat my time. But his body, like, people make fun of my body position because I'm so, like, I don't know, upright and I don't move a lot. But I watched him race like for years and years. Like, there's pictures of me when I was like 6, sitting on the inside of Turn 5 at Summit on the little fence, just watching my dad. But like his body, he has pins in his hips, so he can't move his lower body a lot. So I've kind of adapted his riding position into mine.
I like
So
it.
we have, but as soon as I started dragging my knee, I was like, haha, I can do it. You can't.
Oh my God, I love it. So, how long have you always worked with your dad in the shop?
Yeah, there's been a few times where I'm like, I quit, I'm leaving, and I always come back. I always come back. I don't think I put in applications to places, and I'm like, well, if I hear it's gonna interrupt my racing, so I guess I can't apply there. And then it just slowly comes back, and now I'm here again.
Always come back home.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
my sister, she's in college for being a history teacher. I'm not going to college. I hate school. So someone has to be here to take it over eventually.
have you obviously you graduated high school? No,
Mm-mm.
you still. So
I'm
you go ahead.
I'm a senior this year, like this coming year. Yeah, and
Congratulations.
then it'll finally be over.
Finally be over, and then the real life begins, right?
It begun a long time ago. I'm just going to school for funsies now.
I know that's right. What's your favorite subjects in school?
Probably my like electives, like my ag classes. So like floral, wood shop, metal shop. I took an engine class this year. That was fun.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of fun. What do you want to be when you grow up?
I'll probably own this.
I
I
love it.
can't run that far.
Right? She's like, "What are you talking about? I'm taking over the business. That's what I'm gonna be doing."
Yeah, I'm already here. Might as well just ride it out.
100%. You know, it's awesome what your dad's doing too. You know, I really respect your dad and everything he's put into to the racing program and everything he does for Moto America. He's an absolute amazing human being. Um,
Yeah,
and you know, when I told him at Jersey too, I was like, "Look, I want to buy my son a dirt bike." He's like, "Oh, they sell them, you know, in your town," and they did. Tori, like, there was literally a dealership 6 miles away from my house that sold the same bike. But like I told your
yeah,
dad, I was like, I want to support my friends in the beautiful circuits, right? I don't mind driving 6 hours. Plus, it just gives us time to hang out, you know.
yeah.
So yeah, that's why we did it, and I had a lot of fun. So yeah. So how did you and Logan and everybody meet? Obviously at the racetrack.
Yeah, obviously. I think the first person I really clicked with there was Yandel. Yandel Medina. That's the first person I really clicked with. Me and him just hit it off the bat. I was at Pittsburgh 3 years ago, 4 years ago. It was a long time. It felt like a long time ago. But no, me and him just clicked, and he's like, "Oh, let me introduce you to this person." And oh, have you met Kaylee Yakov? I'm like, Kaylee Yakov? And I'm like, the little girl inside me was kind of like,
Giggling. You're like,
because
yes, let's
it's
go.
it's Kayla Yakoff. Who doesn't want to meet her? And then like me and her were talking, and then Yandel went in the porta potty, and we tried to flip him over. It was a whole thing. But and then she's like, "Hey, do you want to exchange like phone numbers?" And I was like, "Me?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay." And then we got on snapping each other, and then she'll like send me pictures of like my local Dunkin', and I'm like, "That's where I was this morning." She's like, "Oh, really? It's like 10 minutes from me." So like me and her are actually like 20 minutes apart.
Nice.
So like small world, right?
Do you
So
guys ever
Yandel,
hang out?
nah, nah. She's always busy, and I'm not the needy type. I don't I don't know. It's weird. It's weird being friends with a superstar. It's kind of weird being friends with Yandel because you go places and they're like, "Hey, Yandel, hey." I'm just standing in the corner like, "That's my friend. Look at him go."
Yeah, I
And,
love Yandel. Him and his
yeah.
parents are absolutely amazing.
Oh yeah, I love him. His mom took me to Crumble at Jersey one day. I was like,
This
"Really?" Yeah, she took me to Crumble Cookies. She got me cookies.
nice,
Yeah, their whole family is
nice.
pretty fun. They're fun
Oh yeah.
people.
Oh,
It's
they're
never
good.
boring when you're around them.
It's never boring with Yandel around. That's 100%
Mm-mm. Oh
facts.
my god! Even like in the weirdest times, like I'll be standing there, I'm like this in the corner, and him and his dad will be bickering at each other like they do, and he'll just look at me and do this weird face. Like he's so random, and it's so funny.
Man, he's grown up so much too.
I know. I just called him the other day actually, and he answered the phone. He's like, "Hello." I'm like, "Yeah, no. What happened? Hold on." He
You
doesn't have
got
that
bass in your
squeaky.
voice.
Yeah, he don't got that squeaky door. He don't got that dog toy voice anymore.
Oh my God, that's true. That's absolutely true.
You know,
110%.
but hanging out with Yandel, and Yandel goes where he wants. He'll jump into people's pits. He'll like say hi to people. So I kind of he introduced me to most of the people I know, and then both Logan Monk and Logan Cunnison, they tagged along. And then my dad, he was like, "Oh, you know who Ryan Barber is?" So then we started helping out Ryan Barber at the last year of Junior Cup, just a little bit here and there. I'm like, "Oh, cool." And then like on Fortnite with Andrew, he's like, and like Andrew's like, "Hey, have you ever met the guy named Derek?" I'm like, "No, who's Derek?" And I mean, Derek Sanchez became friends, and it's like, I don't know, these people just add to my life, and it's great.
I love our beautiful. I always call it our circus, right? It's you meet
Yeah,
the most amazing people, and they become your family, right?
yeah, it's
It's
a one big community.
and you can't wait to go back and see everybody. You know,
Yeah, it's like a community across many states because
it's
you never know who you're gonna run it. Like Jesse, my dad was like, "Hey, do you know who Jesse James Shedden is?" I was like, "Oh, I heard of him because he did Talent Cup and he raced with Chris Clark." And well, Chris isn't doing the one round. We're gonna have him come on and Michaela Moore. So I got to know Michaela Moore's family, and I got to know Jesse. And me and Jesse he was with us for 3 days, just for that one round of Jersey, and that was it. And then changed numbers, whatever. And then me and him were talking nonstop for the past like year and a half. Like we're so close, and he lives in California. I only met him once, and I know like everything about him. It's great.
it is great. Yeah, it's yeah. Again, I love our circus. It's like everybody's friends and family, and everybody wants to see everybody do good. And if you need a
Yeah.
part, somebody will give it to you. Yeah, it's
Oh
absolutely.
yeah. There's a lot of people that come up to us asking if we have parts. I'm like, let me check real quick, but I'm pretty sure we do. And I'll go
Yeah,
check, and they'll be like trying to give me money, and I'm like, no, no, no. Just at the end of the weekend, just give it back, and you're good. Yeah.
bring it back.
Yeah. Even when they don't bring it back, you're gonna always run into them. You're like, hey, remember that part? It's
I need
great.
that part back. Yeah. So, what do you do at your dad's shop at Karns Performance? What is your job?
Uh, I don't really have a label. I kind of do whatever needs done. Like I'll be in the back in the summer building pit bikes out of the crate, building ATVs out of the crate, all that stuff just for the show floor. But today was mostly getting the trailer ready, putting in new things in the floor, getting everything organized. We leave Sunday. So last time I checked, we had 2 bikes already loaded out of the 8 we're bringing.
So
It's
you
gonna
got a
be a
lot of work
lot.
to do. Yeah, you got a lot of
Yeah.
work to do.
Well, my
Yeah.
dad's out working on it right now. I left him. let him be.
Of course you did. Look, Tori, this is that thing I'm using. To you by
Oh
William
yeah,
Posse. Yeah, William Posse let me use it. This is what I'm using right now to do this podcast. I got to get me one of these. These things are awesome.
yeah. I've been looking into getting like professional grade cameras because I do photography stuff off my phone. But I really want like an actual like good camera, but they're so expensive. They're so expensive.
I was gonna
I
say
can't
that's
afford that.
yeah, that's an expensive hobby right there. You talking about paying $100? You gonna pay several thousands for a good camera.
Yeah, I mean, this girl, I met her at Pitt. I met her at the Pitt whenever it was a weird time. But like, I just hurt my shoulder, and I have like mascara running down my face, and I'm crying. I'm like, my shoulder. I walked down. She goes, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah." And her name's Faith. She does photography at Summit. I think her boyfriend rides, or I think they both ride. But she was like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah." What kind of camera are you using? She's like, "Oh, here's my Instagram. It's on my Instagram." So I went and I like found the camera. I'm like, "Yeah, this is the camera that I want. It's so cool." It's like $2,000. I'm like, oh, come on. It sucks. I meet people in weirdest ways.
Me too. Me too. Well, I guess you just have to save your pennies, right?
I spend too much money to save anything.
So, away from racing and all that, what do you do for fun, Tori?
Uh, I fish. I just started fishing like
Nice.
a few weeks ago. There's a pond, like my neighbor has a pond, and I texted him one day. It's like, "Hey, my uncle let me use his fishing rod. Can I go up and try and catch something?" He's like, "Sure." So at first I went up with like bread. I just chucked the bread in, caught a few like bluegills or whatever. And then I was texting my friend who lives on the road. I bring him to school. I'm like, "Hey, do you want to come up and teach me to fish?" He's like, "Sure." And he's won like so many bass championships, and he's like this pro freshman kid. And he taught me, and I've been catching like 2 or 3 bass a day. It's
I
fun.
love
I
it.
just use
I,
I unwind.
I I used to do a lot of smallmouth, largemouth bass fishing, a lot of trout fishing. Then uh, me and my dad and my cousins and a couple of my uncles went deep sea fishing, and I ended up catching a bunch of mahi mahi. Well, we all did, but I landed a 500-pound blue marlin. And
Jeez.
listen, it's everything you see on TV where you sit in the seat and they strap you in and they put the
Yeah, and
pole
you're
in and
like,
it's locked in. And I'm listen that Tori, that was the most physical, not not only the most physical, but the most mental thing that I ever had to do challenge wise. As far as man, it took me about 2.5 hours to get it in.
yeah, that's a long. And you're
I,
always constantly having to like pull it. That sounds horrible and amazing at the same time.
it's it was absolutely proper mega, as I always say. And you don't realize how powerful one of those fishes are, right? And all of a sudden, when
Yeah.
he goes to pull or she or whatever it was, I got a plaque, I got a freaking I like all this stuff because I caught it. I went back. Point is, I'm trying to make is I went back and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go smallmouth fish. I sat there, caught about 3 or 4, and was like, you know what, this sucks. I'm going back home because the deep sea fishing done ruined it for me.
Yeah.
Because
That
that's why.
excitement that you lost.
Yeah, it really was. It really was. But listen, if you ever go smallmouth fishing, you need to go out to the creek and catch you some mad toms. You take them
Yeah.
mad toms and you fish with them, you'll catch more smallmouth bass in one day than you ever caught in your whole life.
Yeah, what we do is we take a net or like a minnow trap and we get those little goldies, like the little
Yep.
sunnies, and we put
Yep.
a hook through their back, throw them in, and let them do the chasing for the bass. Because the pond that we're at, it's a private pond and it hasn't been touched in like 10 years. So the bass are like really aggressive. Like you throw something in there, they're on it. So they'll bite anything at this point. It's crazy.
I love it. I love it. Dude, so we got David Batty in the house. What is
What's
up,
up?
Dave? He said, hi, guys. Greetings from Belgium. Man, it's always an honor to see you, Dave. I can't wait to see you again. Hopefully, you'll be at VIR. No,
I think
Toledo
he's.
Racing.
I think they're coming to
Jersey.
California.
Okay.
Maybe. I think I heard something about that. Maybe. Don't quote me on that.
Um,
I haven't seen him since Jersey last year.
yeah, I haven't seen him since Jersey last year. It's always an honor to see Levy's dad for sure.
Yeah.
You guys, the last round for you for the Twins Cup is Jersey, ain't it? Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm glad we ended Jersey. I like Jersey.
Man, I was so hoping you guys were coming to VIR.
We are going to VIR. Twins Cup does go to VIR.
No, y'all don't race at VIR this year, do you?
Yeah. We have 4 more races left. Laguna, and then the Ridge, Laguna, and then VIR, and then
Jersey.
Jersey. Yeah, because my
Okay.
friends, we're going. Because my friend's coming with me to VIR.
That's
It's the
right.
first time at like an actual race.
Stock 1000 don't race at VIR.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just Stock 1000. All right, sweet.
Yeah, we'll be
Sweet.
there.
Good. I can't wait. I can't wait to see everyone. It's always an honor. It was an honor to see you guys at Daytona too.
Yeah. Which one?
David,
The one in October or for
well, when I seen you guys at you went, I
Mid
didn't see you
America?
at. No, I seen
I
you
was
at the
at.
beginning in March.
Yeah, I was there. I was
Yeah,
running
I
around.
was gonna say I seen you.
That was chaotic, but
That was chaotic.
well, because our RV was in by the one banking, and then our trailer was over in the paddock. So like, getting food back and forth was like a little bit of a struggle.
David said maybe VIR, don't know yet. Well, hopefully, David, I can catch you at VIR. If not, maybe Jersey. But yeah, it's always an
Yeah.
honor to see you, Dave. 110%. Yeah, well, listen, Tori, we've been at this for almost 48 minutes already. It's
Time
crazy how
flies.
time flies. I know it does. I know it.
Yeah.
So I want to transition into I talk to you. I ask you some personal questions. But when I end this, just stay on with me because we're going to go ahead and schedule our part 2. Um, First question I have is, what's for dinner tonight?
I don't know. I'm going to a friend's party. So
Oh, okay. So whatever they're having.
yeah, last time I went, it was not enchilada, maybe enchiladas. I don't know, some Mexican thing. And Elisa will tell you that my favorite thing to order at a Mexican restaurant is chicken nuggets. So,
That's
and that
not
hurts her
Mexican
soul.
food, Tori.
It's on the menu. It's Mexican.
It is.
Like whenever we were younger, we used to go on cruises, and one of them was to New Mexico. And me and my sister, they had this buffet that was all Mexican food. And my sister Carly, she's like, Mexico's great. They have the best chicken nuggets. So Mexican food is chicken nuggets.
Okay.
Due to the college student. College student said so.
I'm gonna let you have that one, but not really.
Mm-hmm.
But okay. He said, "Yeah, you sound just like my boy." We go there. He's like, "Daddy, I want chicken nuggets." I'm like, "Bro, we're at a
Yeah,
Mexican
them chicken
restaurant."
tendies.
Yeah, you get you a burrito or soft tacos or crunchy or something. Nope, that's what we're
I'll
doing.
eat a chicken chimichanga, but only from Casa Mariachi, which is up the road. Only from there. Nowhere else.
Do you like to cook?
Nah, not really.
Yeah. Okay.
It's it's just following instructions. I like being experimental. I like to push the limits of the baking, and sometimes it doesn't end very good.
That's the beauty about cooking, right? Trial and error.
Yeah, I mean, I used to make really good homemade spaghetti sauce, and then I pushed it too far. And then my mom pushed it too far and put brown sugar in her spaghetti sauce once. She's no longer allowed to make spaghetti in my household. She ruined it. She ruined it. It was so
Yes,
bad.
that
We're all
that'll
eating it.
absolutely.
We're all eating it, and we're like, why is it so sweet? She goes, I put brown sugar in it. And we're like, how much did it call for? She's like, well, I put a tablespoon. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure it called for like a teaspoon, not a tablespoon. She's like,
Tablespoon's a
okay,
lot
well,
bigger.
yeah, that ruined it. That ruined spaghetti. Mm-mm.
Oh, David wants to know. Dave wants to know. How's your shoulder, Tori?
It's good. Physiotherapy cleared me to start riding again, start doing more physical activities. So definitely better than it was before.
Good. Dave also says my wife makes the best spaghetti in the world. Well, Dave, you're gonna
She
have to bring
better,
some.
yeah, she better come to VIR.
Yeah, you better come to VR and make some spaghetti. I'm trying to try that. I love pasta and spaghetti.
As
I make
long
my
as
own.
it doesn't have brown sugar in it, I will eat it.
I don't put brown sugar in my. I make my own marinara from scratch. So
All right, I gotta
I
try
get.
some then. I
Yeah, I
love
will.
pasta too. Pasta's
I do.
great.
It is. Tori, I get cooking for my mom. My mom growing up, my dad was in the Navy, so he was gone. My mom always made everything at home. Of course, we still went out and ate, but um, I just watched her. And then when I finally moved out, um, I was like, I'm just gonna start cooking. And I called my mom up and be like, Hey, mom, I'm trying to make this, but what was that ingredient? She's like, Holy shit, you actually paid attention. I'm like, yeah, I did. Yes, I did. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
no. See, the tracks on my dad's cooking, I run off. I go do with my friends. I run, and he calls me and he goes, "Supper's ready," and I run right back. I
yeah.
don't pay attention.
Your dad made me a good cheeseburger at Mid Ohio last year.
Oh
So
yeah, his cheeseburgers are a specialty. At least it goes crazy for him. I forget the
they're
one time this kid he was packing our trailer ready to get. He was taking the groceries out of the truck into the RV. Not a hard task, right? He forgot all of the sausage meat, all of the cheeseburgers, forgot it all. So we're there. I'm like, Elisa, we aren't gonna have cheeseburgers this time. I swear, I thought I saw a tear. She loves them.
God,
He
hey,
forgot them.
I'm a fan. I had one, so I can fully say one of the best
They're
cheeseburgers I've ever
good.
had in my life. They are really good. Um,
Hmm.
Dave said deal on that spaghetti for us, right? So I'm super excited about
Yeah,
that.
me
And
too.
he says no brown sugar, 100%. I also make a mean homemade chicken noodle soup.
Really?
Yes,
My uncle makes good chicken corn soup.
that's good too. That is good too. So Tori, let me ask you this: tell us something we don't know about you at all.
Something they don't know about me? I don't know.
Yep,
I'm
tell
pretty
us.
open.
There's got to be something we don't know. Like when I was little, I wanted to be a bass guitarist in a band, or
I always wanted to do what I'm doing now. I mean, I'm very catty, like at school. Like, if you tell me I can't do something, I'm gonna do it just to prove you wrong.
yeah.
Like this girl. This girl told me I couldn't afford a pair of jeans. I walked in next week with them on, and she about lost it. I'm very prove you wrong.
You're like, I told you, girlfriend. I
Yeah.
got this. Yeah. Oh man, I love
Yeah.
it. So, um, are you watching anything? Binge watching anything on Netflix or Amazon or anything?
This year was so weird. I found the my sister used to force me to watch the Twilight movies. I'm like, no, those are weird. I don't know. But I'm starting to rewatch all of them because they're on Netflix. I'm on like the fourth one. It's so cringy and bad, and it's not. They're not horrible movies, but they're so weird and intriguing. It's weird.
I
But I'm watching those.
I watched
So
all
like,
those with my wife.
yeah, they're weird. They're definitely something.
I am currently watching Fallout on Amazon, and what a
Oh,
show!
I've heard about that. I've heard about that.
It's a
I
great
haven't
show.
watched it, but I definitely heard about it. Now,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
waiting
not.
for them to put like Talladega Nights back on Netflix.
I love
I
that.
love,
That's one of my
yeah.
favorite movies. That and Point Break.
See, I like Smoking the Bandit, Talladega Nights. I like weird old movies,
Yeah, me
but
too.
nah, my
John
senior
Wick.
quote's gonna be from Talladega Nights.
I love. And what's that going to be?
Harmon. Wake up in the morning and piss excellence.
That's it. Wake up in the morning and look. So we got a good buddy of mine, a good mate from the UK in right now. He says, "I bet you can't sponsor my next." Hang on, let me see. I bet you can't sponsor my next race meeting with a bunch of smiles. What's up, guys? What is up, Craigo, man? How you been, mate? Um, yeah, he's super fast. He wears a lot of pink and his stuff over there too, just like me, right?
Yeah, we love the pink. I need to put pink on my bike. There's no pink on it right now. It's kind of making me a little antsy.
You gotta get. I know everybody wants. I need to order some more of these shirts because everybody's been asking me for one.
Yeah, I gotta redesign my helmet too. Speaking of pink, I have pink stripes going on right now, but like they keep flying off, and I need to add. I have two bows coming. I have a cancer awareness bow and a suicide awareness bow, and I'm putting them on my back of my helmet somewhere
I
because
love it.
we gotta represent somehow.
Absolutely, you do. Absolutely, you do. If you could travel back to any era of time, where would you travel back to?
Like any,
Any Egyptian
I'd go
pyramids,
to.
Spartans, wherever.
I don't know, somewhere in the 90s for the music, like the old country music, like that the George Strait and the oh my god, I'm losing names now.
It's okay.
I'll
George.
go back there, listen to some
I
music. The Hank
I
Williams,
yep.
yeah.
Hank Williams and his son Junior. Yep. I listen to
hmm
country. Man, I listen to all kinds of music. Depends on what mood I am, right?
Have
I
you
was
listened
actually,
to the new Morgan Wallen album?
of course, I love Morgan Wallen.
Yeah, he actually cooked on this one. I liked him. That was good.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, Morgan Wallen. His new album's really good. His other album's good. Uh, my wife just got back from South Carolina to that big three weekend concert. She's
Oh
seen Jelly
yeah,
Roll and man, she's seen a
yeah.
lot of people. Yeah, I like Jelly Roll too.
There's one in York here. It's like the York Country Fair or whatever. It's 4 days long, but it's $2,000 for an RV pass. And I'm like, nah. Plus we'll be going anyway, but I would have liked to go.
My buddy Crago says we'll have to get Tori some of my racing pink racing. Hang on, I just messed that up, Crago. We'll have to get Tori some of my racing and pink racing against cancer stickers for her bike.
Yeah, I need
Yeah,
some of
buddy.
those.
Yeah,
You know,
me too, Crago. You got to send me some.
yeah, my mom's aunt just got diagnosed with lung cancer.
Oh
So
no.
she's been having like her surgeries and she's on chemo now and she seems to be doing it's responding really well. But like that kind of hit my family hard last
Yeah.
month or so.
Well,
And then my other one, my suicide awareness one is for in to 2023. I lost a classmate. She took her own life, which kind of shook our little town for a little while. But a lot of people are forgetting, and we can't forget.
no, you can't. Um, dude, I'm sending all my love and support,
Yeah,
and hope she gets through all that. It's
yeah.
yeah, man.
She seems positive, and that's always
Good.
good.
It is. It is. It's always good to stay in a positive mindset, not give up, keep fighting.
Yeah.
100%. What? So, let me ask you this, Tori. If you could sit down with any racer or any historical figure and have dinner with them, who would it be?
Oh, jeez. I'm not good at history, so I'm not going historical. Uh, I don't know. There's not.
Or any racer
Oh,
like
Nikki
Hayden.
Hayden. I would sit down with Nikki
You know,
Hayden.
yeah,
Nikki
right.
Hayden, I would sit down with. That's a tragic story. That was horrible. Oh,
Well, it's a tragic story.
Nikki Hayden.
Yeah.
Like, it really shows that racing's not the most dangerous thing. You could, we could leave at any moment.
You never know when it's time to clock out. You know.
Yeah. That's why you gotta
Yeah.
have all your files in order. Be right with God whenever you leave.
Well, that's why you always got to be happy and smile and make the best of everything. You know.
Yeah. You never know.
Uh, Brennan Triplett, what is up, my man? He says, should I stream Snipe?
Huh?
Snipe?
What's a snipe? Like a sniper?
Uh, yeah, sure. Yeah, you
I
should
don't know.
stream. Yeah. Just say
Yeah.
yes, Tori. Yes.
Yes. Yes, you definitely should do that.
Dude, it's funny because Brennan is actually right there. See the blue
Oh,
bikes? Heart? Yeah, they're
he's
right
probably
there.
watching you.
He is. He's watching me, him, and I'm sure Philip in there. So, what is up, Philip? What is up, my man, Brennan? Yeah, yeah. This is everybody. I thought today would be a lot more people
Busier.
here. Yeah, than it
I
is,
think
but
a
it
lot of
is.
teams, a lot of people are getting ready to travel out to California because it's so long.
Yeah, and it's also Father's Day weekend too. So,
Oh, really? Oh, I got to get him something.
oh,
Not his
dude,
gift is me being here.
he gets that every day.
I'll probably get him Reese's or something. He
She
loves
said, "I get
Reese's.
some." Dude, who don't? I like Reese's Pieces too. Yeah, absolutely. I like Reese's Pieces. Everybody knows I listen to a lot of audiobooks. Is that something you do too as well?
Not really. Whenever they get like, today I was listening to Isaac's interview with you, and then I posted on my Instagram, and Lisa got jealous. I was like, "What?" She's like, "What? Is me and Levy chop liver?" I was like, "I can only listen to one at one at a time." But
Brennan
no,
said,
I was
go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Brennan just come out. He just says, "I'll come knock on your window." Come on, it's hilarious.
Uh, Community's great.
So, what's it like being around Lisa? Did you guys spend any time on the track together?
Uh, kind of. We Jennings, we all ride together usually. So, but I'm in the slower group. They're all fast, so I don't get much time with them. But off the track, I mean, I'm always hanging around, taking pictures. They're really funny people. Like, I don't know if Levy intends to be as funny as he is, but he is hilarious.
Dude, he
And
is.
Isaac's funny too. Isaac says some things that I would never thought of.
You know, don't never give your cell phone to Isaac when he wants to borrow it, because when you open up your photos, you're gonna have all kinds of crazy photos. Just saying, I learned that myself. So,
Okay.
listen, Isaac and Demario come up to me like, "Hey, let me use your cell phone." I was like, "Okay, here you go." And then later on that night, I got back to the hotel. This was at Jersey. I opened up my phone. I go through my photos, and there's just all kinds of like selfie, funny photos that they took together on my phone. It was hilarious.
Yeah, no. Sometimes when a group of like my friends come up and they're all together, I'm like, what are you guys up to? There's always something going. Like at Ohio last year for Junior Cup, and it was at rain, sunshine, pouring down rain, thunderstorms, rain, sunshine. And it was like this whole thing. I'm gonna stand there, finally dried off from like the pouring down rain, and Yandel starts walking up to me. And I'm like looking at him, and he's like, Tori. And he's trying to find a conversation to talk to me about. I'm like, he didn't walk over here with a plan. What's going on? I look behind me, and Logan Cunnison's there with a water bottle with a hole in it, and he's squirting it onto me, and I'm like freaking out. But never at the track when two guys walk up to you is something not going to happen. It's
Yeah,
insane.
absolutely it is.
They are
Absolutely it is.
crazy.
Do you listen to any podcast?
Not really. I mean, whenever that Haley girl, the Hucktua girl, was popular, I tried to sit through her podcast. I couldn't.
I
She
tried
just
to.
got out of jail.
Can't do it. For what?
She scammed a bunch of people on Bitcoin.
Yeah, you
Literally,
can't do that.
literally, I think the fame got to her head. But no,
Yeah, it
you know, she,
happens like that sometimes. Craig O'Hara says, was at the World Superbike tribute when they had his bike just after we lost Nicky. Was definitely moving to have the whole start finish filled with everyone in silence for Hayden. Oh, I bet it was.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think I would have cried.
Oh yeah, for sure. Right. He was such a unique,
He was a
special
young,
human being.
he was a young, talented rider. Gone way too soon.
My wife is in love with Nicky Hayden. I remember the first time she'd seen him, she's like, "Oh my God, I love him. His
My
smile
mom,
is just perfect."
whenever I was a kid, before we got into Mid America and all that, my mom, we'd be walking around doing like the pit signing because I was like, oh, I want all the autographs. And for a long time, I had pretty much all the riders' autographs on my walls. And we got to SDK and we left him. And my mom goes, oh my God, he is stunning. And I was like, really? Really? We're saying this right now to your kid. And every time we go back, my mom goes, she has your picture on her wall. Like I'm some creep. Like I'm like this 7-year-old. I'm like 13. I'm like, you really just told this man that I have his pictures on my wall. She's
Oh,
like,
love
he
it.
didn't take it that way. I'm like, he 100% took it that way.
That's hilarious. That made me laugh so hard. Oh my God.
Yeah, she's great. She doesn't come to many of like the Mo America races because she has to work a lot. But whenever she comes to my races, we're always having a good time.
I love it. I love it. Nothing like having your parents there, all the love and support. It's important for sure.
Yeah, I mean
Absolutely.
my aunt. She lives in Honolulu, Hawaii. So she's all the way over there. But she came to one of my races one time, and that was really special. I felt bad though because she's allergic to dogs, and we brought my dog with us. So she in the enclosed RV, she was pretty much junked up on allergy medicine all weekend.
Miserable the whole weekend for sure, right? My
Yeah,
dad's allergic to cats. I got 2 cats. Every time he comes over, he don't stay in the house very long. He's like, okay, I gotta go
yeah.
outside. So,
But I'm really glad she came. That was probably maybe one of the only times she could camp. Could have come. That wasn't a great weekend. I was actually that's one of the first times that I talked to Isaac because I had to ride his bike because mine was being a little weird. So I had to ride his bike, and then his bike, something happened with the shifter, and it didn't work. But it was really funny. That was the first time me and Isaac actually had a conversation.
and now look at y'all, friends.
Yeah, we staying at my
Right?
house, leaving,
Yeah.
hanging out with my cousins. It's
Yeah.
great. I actually took him fishing the night before the open house. We had like a few hours after we got back from dinner to like just go do whatever. So I'm like, hey, do you guys want to go up and go fishing? And Levy was like, sure. And yeah, we switched all shoes out because it was muddy. Well, I went up. Isaac caught 2 bass and a bluegill, and I caught nothing. And he's like, oh, I'm the Florida man. I'm the fishing master. I'm like, there's a picture of me taking the hook out of this bluegill's mouth, and Isaac's in the back cheering. I'm just like this at the camera. Like I was so angry. He caught so much, and then my rod broke, and so they started throwing line with hooks in the water and trying to hand fish. And they caught like bluegill. And I was like, y'all are crazy.
Beginner luck. That's what I call it.
Yeah, yeah. And then later like 3 days later, I caught like 4 or 5 fish. And now whenever I go, I know to take a picture of it because he won't believe me either way.
I love it. It's hilarious. When we was at Atlanta, I had like one sticker left, so I went over there and put it on a supermoto bike. I wonder if he even noticed. I didn't
I
even
still,
text him to tell him.
it's been like, how long since you've been here? 4 or 5 months? It's been a while since you've been here.
It was in December of last year.
Yeah. I mean, the pin the podcast sticker is still on the back of my phone.
Nice. I
Yeah,
stuck
it's
one
still
in the
there.
bathroom too.
In the bathroom of the shop?
Yep.
I don't notice that. I'm
Yep.
gonna have to go look now.
Yep. I
Isn't their
walked in.
bathroom pretty cool?
Yeah, dude, I walked in there. I was like, hell yeah, this is my type of bathroom. And I stuck my hand in my pocket. I was like, I got a sticker. Boom, right there on the wall.
I'll have to go in and look for it later. I'm gonna
Yeah,
take a picture of it and put it up on Instagram. I
yeah,
can't believe I
that's
never
cool.
noticed that.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much going on in that room. Yeah.
Yeah. For those who
It,
don't
it,
know, my aunt took old newspapers, racing newspapers, and put them all over the walls. Like there's pictures everywhere, there's articles everywhere except for the ceiling and the floor. So like you walk in, it's like a museum of all everything. It's all Mod Podged.
I like it.
Yeah, it's
So
great.
what's your plans for the rest of the weekend?
Tonight I'm gonna go hang out with some friends. Tomorrow, come to work, pack up the RV, pack up the trailer, load up the RV, and then Sunday morning get breakfast and head out for California. That's pretty
Nice.
much it. And
It's a
then we'll be
trip
on the road. Yeah, we'll
for
be on the
three
road
days.
for. Well, we're splitting it up. We're going for 2 days, stopping and then exploring. Taking out we're bringing 2 street bikes, both 8Rs, and we're gonna cruise around, look around, and then spend the day just relaxing on Wednesday. Pack up again and finish heading out. And then when we're there, set up or travel around, do whatever, set up for the race. And then as we're driving down, I'm planning on swinging by Jesse James Shedden's house because I haven't seen him in a few years. So I figured might as well, while we're over there, might as well just stop, say hi, and then go head to Laguna or Ridge. I don't know which one's first.
I'm not sure. I think the Ridge is next week. Is it next weekend? I think the Ridge is next weekend, if I'm not
Maybe. So the
mistaken.
Ridge would be first.
Yeah, I'd have to look at the calendar, but I'm pretty sure it's next weekend. So
Yeah. I think I just
yeah,
had it up here actually. Yeah.
yeah.
Busy, and then we'll be out there. We'll be out there for a month, so it'll be a while.
I love it. I love it. So who's gonna run the shop? Your dad's brothers?
Yeah, they'll all be here. Rich, Kyle, Andrew, Ron, and then my Uncle Dan, and Seth. They'll all be here.
I like it. I like it. Well, listen, Tori, this has been a lot of fun. We're an hour and 10 minutes, 11 minutes into this podcast. I told you it was going to go by quick.
Yeah.
Even though I don't know why it kicked me out. It took me a minute to figure it out to get back in. But what I'll do is when I get home, YouTube released a video to me tomorrow. I'll edit out that spot and then I'll push it out everywhere, so it'll be uploaded
Yeah.
where you listen to your podcast. So yeah, it's it's an honor to finally get you on here. It's been a
Yeah.
long time coming. So when I end this podcast, just stay on with me. We're gonna go ahead and schedule our second one. I would love to actually sit down with the whole Karns Performance team and do a podcast with everybody.
We could arrange that. It would have to be at one of the tracks, I think.
Oh, we can definitely arrange that. I mean,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
could even be after the season, right? Where
Uh,
everybody's sitting at home and yeah, because I can have up to 12 people in my studio at one time.
oh yeah, we could like have everyone from everywhere.
Yep, and get in. But me and you will schedule our second one. But I'm gonna let you in the podcast. Before I do, I got to give a shout out to. I know I'm gonna forget people because I don't have my notebook. I didn't bring it with me today. But obviously, next level financial. Before I get into all my other sponsors, I just want to say thank you guys and girls for watching this podcast. It's nothing but love to every single one of you. If it wasn't for Tori and everybody coming on here, I would not be able to do this. So it's such an honor to be able to sit down and do this with everyone. Yeah, next level financial. I got Bison for all your leather needs, right? It's 2025 people. Join the herd. Don't get an off the rack suit. If you got one, make a backpack, make a purse, give it to your loved one. Join the herd. It's 2025, bisontrack.com. Big shout out to my man Zeb at Pit Lane Moto here. He's actually right over there. And my man Derek Stickboy, he's actually right across there. Yeah, I got K-Tech suspension, 64-degree racing, KYT helmet, Chef Eats, RD Racing, Vet2 Track, SFL Mini GP, The Clothing Kings, Nicole Polyage Photography. I need everybody to go to Road Racing World. Not sign up, but donate to the air fence. It's imperative that we have those air fences. If we did not have them in place, we're not doing track days. We're not doing club racing. We're not doing any of that. And if you're lucky and you're at the track during a VIR, that's where I'm at. If you're at a Moto America weekend, Chris Ulrich has got his two-seater bike. I think the donation is like $350. You could ride on the back of that. Which is absolutely amazing. Tori, one thing that I do want to ask you real quick before I let you, and I'm sorry about everybody else. You know, I love all my sponsors. Um, the Texas Tornado Boot Camp. How
Yeah.
problematic is that?
Oh, that was fun. I liked it. They like the food there, amazing, amazing food, and it's all home cooked. Like his wife sits there and she cooks it while we're out riding. It's a lot of fun. His kid's pretty interesting too.
Colin
I
Edwards
forget
is
his. Yeah, he let us hold his what is that? It was a giant gun. It was massive. Like
50 cal.
yeah. Apparently they aren't allowed to shoot it there anymore because it hit a house once. No one got hurt, but they aren't allowed to shoot it there. They're only allowed to have shotguns and hand pistols.
Oh man, yeah, that a 50 BMG ain't no joke.
Yeah, that thing
It's
was
a big
massive. It's hanging on the mantle. Like you walk in, there's a bunch of posters everywhere. There's him with Valentina, and she's right there.
the big old 50K. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Well, Tori, tell everybody where they can find you on social medias if you have any merch or sell and all that good stuff.
You can find me. Instagram is Tori Karns _racing 79. I don't use TikTok mostly. Not a fan, but mostly just Instagram. And then I run the Karns Crew page for Karns Performance and all our racing on Facebook.
I love it. I love it. Well, Tori, it's been an absolute honor to sit down with you this afternoon at VLR. Sorry about the interruption we had, but I'll edit all that out. It's not a big deal. But yeah, listen, this has been a lot of fun. I appreciate it. It was an
Yeah,
honor to sit down and learn about your journey and your story, and can't wait for part two. And yeah, on that note, I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna go out here and go hang out with Ryder and Michaela Moore and everybody else that's here. And I will see you guys soon. So yeah, let's go. I'll be here next weekend for Precision Track Days too, as well. So
yeah. I gotta
it's
go
gonna.
clock in, get back to work.
know you do. I know. So I'm gonna let you go. But just give me 1 second. Listen,
Yeah.
everybody, we are out of here. Make sure when you go to the Ridge, stop by Karns Performance, say hi to Isaac, Levy, and Lisa. Get pictures, get autographs, get all that. Show all your love and support. It's much appreciated. And if you're in Pennsylvania, don't forget, go by Karns Performance. Hands down, dealership. If you're shopping anywhere else, I don't know what you're doing with your life. You need to be going to Karns, people. And on that note, we are out of here. Tori, is there anything you want to say before I end this?
No, it was good talking to you though.
It's an honor to talk to you. Just stay on with me 1 second. I'm going to end this podcast.
You got it.
All right.
Calling all two-wheel enthusiasts, get ready to rev up your earbuds with Pin the Gas Podcast, the ultimate motorcycle racing podcast, hosted by Chris Simcoe, one of our very own excellent leaders here in Roanoke, Virginia. With expert analysis, behind-the-scenes stories, and exclusive writer interviews, Pin the Gas Podcast delivers the adrenaline rush of the racetrack straight to your ears. Whether you're a diehard fan or a curious newcomer, you'll gain insights that will transform how you watch and understand motorcycle racing. On your favorite podcast app, join Simcoe as he takes you on a high-speed journey through the world of motorcycle racing. Pin the Gas Podcast.